The default language for Google Docs in the US is English. However, they have a lot of really cool features for you if you want to translate into another language or if you even want to input your text in a language other than English, even using the keyboard. So first I just wanted to show you Translate. Right now I have a document and it has some English words in there and I want to translate it to another language. So what you do is you go up to Tools and down to Translate Document. What that does is it gives you a chance to name the new copy, because what it's going to do is take your entire document, translate it, but put the translation in a new document as opposed to overwriting what you have already in your original doc. So you can change the title, whatever it is that you want, and then you can select the language that you want to translate it into. There's a big long list, so you can choose whatever it is that you want, and then say translate. It'll open up your new translated document for you. It's not going to be 100% perfect, just because there are some words that aren't going to carry over between languages, but it's pretty cool. You could even go backwards if you wanted to see how well it worked by translating it backwards. So that's translating your documents. The second very cool thing you can do related to translation is you can actually type into a document using another language. To change your language preferences, you go up into File and down to Language. Now, you may be saying, why do I need to change the language if I'm using a language that has similar characters to what's on my keyboard? And there's a couple of reasons behind that. Number one is it looks at your formatting, and how you format things in certain languages is different than others, even if the characters are similar. And it also considers spelling and word usage when it's referring to the parts of your document. So usually you want to make sure you are set in whatever language you are typing in. Now, most of them are pretty straightforward, so I want to scroll down to some of the more unique languages that have characters associated with them. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit and choose one. So now I have my language set, and it's going to be expecting me to type in that new language. Now, I can't really type those characters, so there are going to be some new input tools for me. If you look up in your top right-hand corner, after changing the languages, you will see Input Tools. If you click on the input tool, the default one will come up, but if you click on the drop-down arrow, you will see your options. It gives you options for different types of inputs based on those characters. Again, it depends on the language. Or you can use the pencil to draw in some of the characters before you insert them into your document. So I'll show you both of them. I'm going to start with the basic character one. What it does is it opens up a little toolbar for you, and these are all different options. Do you want to use punctuation? Do you want to turn it on or off? And the type of characters you have to choose from. So then I go into my document and I start typing. I type "the" and it gives me some suggestions. There are even more suggestions, so I can keep on going. And then so on and so forth. So really, it's just all about picking what you want to use and then adding that into your document. If you want to use the pencil, I'm going to change my input method to pencil. That allows you to draw, and then it will give you some suggestions, what it thinks you're actually trying to draw, and you can choose that, and it will input it right into your document, and you still have your backspace and enter and so on in that handwriting box, which is kind of nice. So that's how you can now input information in other languages, and also how to translate documents between languages.